What you doing there, son?
I'm supposed to name and badge number.
I don't have a badge number.
Can I get your name?
Russell.
Shirt that says abolition.
I'm a public auditor. I'm an auditor.
Because I'm for the abolition of human abortion.
Shut your fuck up.
What? Are you for abolition?
I am.
What? You think?
Abolition of human rights.
Yeah, I believe in human equality.
Equality for
Humans, all humans.
right.
Right? So look, so this human right here is not, this human being is not treated equally.
This is a dolphin.
That's not a dolphin fetus. That's a,
Never seen that video?
I have, but that's not a dolphin.
You have seen that video, okay? So
Yeah.
you know how stupid you sound, right?
No. You don't understand. That video is designed. You don't.
Hell up.
You can't even formulate an argument or express yourself without being
I
mean.
don't really want to because you guys are wasting your time.
With people who don't like reasoning, probably.
Oh, I've had
But
reasoning.
if we talk and people watch the video online and they see how repulsive, insane, and unintelligent you are, that you don't even want to,
But how is she unintelligent?
people will see it.
If you call her unintelligent, you have to tell her
Because
how she's unintelligent.
Okay, I will.
Explain it.
So,
Elaborate on it.
so I said abolitionist.
She said that
Yes, I will.
Control
Okay, I didn't ask what you are. I asked
So
how she's
listen.
unintelligent. I don't give a fuck
Oh, I
if
tell
you're
you.
an abolitionist. I asked how she's
Okay.
unintelligent.
I'm telling you.
So okay, then tell it.
So she said, "Are you an abolitionist?" And I said, "Yes, because I'm for abolishing human abortion." And she said, "You can't be that." Unintelligent statement.
That's not what I said.
Well, how, so that
Because an abortion.
Shut your fuck up.
An abortion. She's thinking in her mind, so I'm like the abolitionist of slavery.
So you're
They
an
stood up in a culture. Yes, I am. Yes, because they stood up in a culture and they tried to abolish a prevalent evil,
Do not compare
and people like you
human
stood
rights
up
and
against.
slavery
Oh, why not?
to this.
Why not?
It's definitely not the same.
You believe all humans have rights?
I feel a little bit confident.
You don't.
Have rights? No. They should have rights, yes.
Right. So when you
this
deprive this
is
human
not a
being,
person yet.
where do humans come from?
They come from here.
Do you know what they used to say about black people?
That this is a
Listen, you know what they used to say?
I know.
They said they're not persons.
I know. I studied this.
So you're making,
Degree. I already know.
You're
I don't
making-
need a white man to explain my whole.
sounds like you do.
history to
Sounds
me.
like you do.
Ooh,
Sounds like you do.
to shut the fuck up before I get really.
Listen,
mad.
don't get mad. Listen, don't get mad. Reason. You made the same argument.
No, tap me in.
You made the same argument that the oppressor makes. That is not a person. I can hurt them. That's what.
Tap me in.
That's what she said. She said.
Okay, so what did we just
She said that human is not a person.
Not
So
yet.
therefore.
Not yet. You're not
Right.
the person to draw your first.
And I'm saying, I said that that's what they used to say to justify slavery. That human is not a person.
Okay, but if we
And
use
she
our best
knows
empirical
that's the
reasoning,
argument.
If we use
She
our
knows
best,
the argument.
Okay, but I'm not talking about her argument. I'm talking about my argument now. So if we use our best empirical reasoning,
That is a human being.
No, okay, but what says that's a human being? What says that?
Scientifically, we observe that a
At what
human being
point?
is
What point?
conceived via sexual reproduction.
Right.
You've got the sperm and the egg,
Right, I know
the
that.
genetic
I know
material.
that. I was in sex ed. I know
Right, and they fuse
You
to
don't have to
make
explain
what?
that to me.
A human embryo.
Right.
And the human embryo,
An embryo. Emphasis on the embryo.
what kind of embryo?
What kind of embryo? A human. Human.
not a
That's the
baby.
reproduction. We are what? We are animal beings. We are mammals.
Human rights.
Okay, so whenever.
So what do you believe in?
What do I believe in? What do you mean?
Do you think the human embryo doesn't deserve rights?
I
So
never
you don't.
said that. Okay.
Okay.
And what?
So you're on my
okay,
side?
So no.
Hold on.
Yeah, I will explain what I believe deserves rights.
Go for it.
Point something out real quick. Alive
funny? I
in
can-
that 8 weeks, right?
Hey, real quick, if you like this Equal Rights for All Humans shirt that Russell's wearing, then I've got some good news. It's a brand new t-shirt and it's available on our store right now. We've only got a limited supply though, so if you're the kind of person who's not ashamed to wear what you believe, then head on over to store.abolitionistrising.com and get one before they're gone.
Alive at
I
8
couldn't
weeks.
believe at 20 weeks.
A woman can't do that. A man can impregnate an egg.
Your ageism is at 20 weeks?
No, what?
Yeah, you're an ageist.
Name something a woman can't do.
Yeah, you look at humans and you say this age deserves right, this age don't. You're an ageist.
What I'm saying, I'm trying to explain.
A raging, dehumanizing
20
ageist.
weeks, They gain consciousness. So that's like
Yeah.
being able to understand the human experience, being aware that, okay, I'm alive.
Yeah, yeah. I believe in
We can agree on that.
yeah, I believe in human rights, not
Wait.
consciousness rights.
I need to know this
I'm not trying to be cool.
because I'm not done with
I'm
mine.
not trying to be cool.
All right, what's your major? You tell me you already finished your degree.
I'm a psychologist.
I'll tell you what I'm trying to do.
So I'm a history major.
Okay.
Well, I
So
was.
Why are you trying to man
You were telling
slave
because you were
to me?
because I was a historian of 19th century. I study the abolition of slavery every day
Good for you.
for the past 25
I
years.
feel like
And you were going to
person are never going to understand.
just because you're racist doesn't mean I can't study that.
No, I'm racist because you as a white person feel I'm discriminating
You're
against you.
no,
You
no, no.
have white privilege. Do you understand?
You're
that?
telling me that because I'm white,
You
I
live
can't
in
study
a
certain
white
things.
supremacy.
Okay, you got a lot of memes in your mouth, but you're telling.
Memes?
Yeah, you just got a bunch of
Like facts.
mimetic. Listen, I'm white.
You can't understand you have white privilege.
We have the same privilege.
Ooh, no. Absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
when we were talking about history, and you told me
Never enslaved. They
That's
are
not-
still to this day being treated the way that I am.
listen, I hate slavery and I study it every day. But listen, it is actually true that white people have been enslaved too.
Right now. So instead of having a kid go take
If you knew absolutely anything, you would know that.
You are.
You know that you know that you don't have information.
You will never be able to
No, see,
learn new information or hear any other.
every time the conversation goes somewhere where you realize you're out of your depth, you insult me and run away because you know.
No, I've met a million people.
You could, no. You could be intelligent, you could be smart, but instead you embrace
And you're intelligent.
ignorance. I tried my darndest to have conversations. They moved away from me to talk to these young lads because I guess they thought it would be easier for them.
Because I said at some point that may be in the
So this girl sent us a brief message claiming that we just cut the clip to make Russell look smart and that we wouldn't post anything from the conversation Russell had with her friend because, quote, she refuted him well. So, here is that conversation
I'm down here
with
for
her
this.
friend.
Yes.
What brings you down here?
So, I live in Norman. I do this regularly, different places, different contexts. I do take, like, your friend didn't like this,
No, I'm
but I do take this seriously. I am an abolitionist.
yeah.
So I think that there are actions that go on in every age that dehumanize and destroy human beings. I see those humans as my fellow man, like my neighbors. I follow
Christ, right?
brothers. Yeah, even if they're not Christians, they're my brothers.
Yeah,
They're,
no, I mean-
they're fellow human beings. They're
Yeah.
neighbors. They're image bearers.
That's how I looked at it whenever I was a Catholic. I looked at it as like these are my brothers, these are my sisters, these are my family. You know, we're all
Yeah,
family.
and so I follow Christ,
Yeah.
and he says, love your neighbors as yourself. And he says, love me, love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. So in every single abortion, I see someone attacking my God and my neighbor. And when I see laws that allow it, I see our nation having laws that make God angry with us. So I want to change those laws so that we have the blessing of God. Our nation obviously doesn't have the blessing of God, even though we stamp it on our money. It's very clear.
Yeah.
Our nation's under judgment.
In a way, too. I mean, I definitely agree. The founders of the nation, I mean, 4 of them were Federalists, though, so they weren't actually believers of the Christian belief. In fact, they were the opposite of
Yeah.
that. And that's why there's a lot of, like, Pentagon stuff and
Yeah.
that nature and the whole
Weird
bill.
stuff.
We got the Illuminati and stuff like that. So that's why we do have those parts as well. On the
Yeah.
They did want it. So
Yeah,
we could
just
all have our own.
they're just putting stuff on there.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't hold to it.
Stuff, so they're just slapping.
They're like,
what
oh, there's Christians, and
Yeah.
God we trust.
Yeah.
But I don't think we trust God. I don't think we follow God. So I want to change those laws.
Values, though. I think that's what all of us can agree on is like certain like core values. And I think that's what they tried to make with the Constitution and stuff like that. But then
Yeah.
we go into constitutional law. And
Yeah,
it's
but
really
doing
broad
this
in
is
there.
contrary to the Declaration of
Right,
Independence.
how so?
Because the Declaration of Independence said that all humans were endowed by the Creator with certain inalienable rights.
But they're talking about human
Life,
fetuses.
Humans.
Where did they talk about fetuses though?
Well,
There's a
humans
difference.
go through a fetal stage of
But
development.
I mean, I can't remember what Bible quote. I can look it up if you want me to, but I don't really want to reference my phone right now. But
Okay, I can help you with it.
Yeah, because I read the Bible at one point, but it's
Yeah, were you going to say that life begins at breath or something?
something along those lines. Yeah, I just
Adam's
remember
Adam's life begins at breath.
that. Right, but we Adam
Because
and
he
Eve
was made
weren't
from the dust.
scientifically, but
Right.
we're talking
All
about
other
resurrection
humans
of
have
Adam.
come from sexual reproduction.
Yeah, sexual reproduction.
So
absolutely.
my
Yeah,
life
but-
doesn't start with God breathing into my nostrils.
No, absolutely not.
My life started when I was conceived by the egg and the sperm meeting.
Yeah,
So-
but you're not even a thing yet at that point.
But if you killed that embryo, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. But if that's like
Or an
the
abortion pill.
Hang on, baby. Hang on. We're not.
Birth control is supposed to keep
That's
the embryo
causation,
from being
Yes, causation. I agree on the causation. I
right.
agree on that.
But like the embryo, the fetus, then the
Right, but
the
like
newborn,
birth control and stuff
all
like
the
that.
way up through puberty.
I've been under, I've taken birth control for a long time to manage and control my hormonal aspects of my life.
Yeah.
That's speaking from personal experience because you only know what you know, right?
But you know that birth control is designed, it's supposed to keep you from releasing an egg.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it makes your
Yeah.
hormones think that they're basically kind of your body thinks it's pregnant
Yes.
already, so that's why
Yeah.
you don't get pregnant
So
again. kind
it's
of
not
thing.
not
Yeah.
probably the smartest thing to put in your body, but I understand.
Yeah,
my
no,
wife
it's not.
is
That's why I got off of it.
It's
That's
bad.
exactly why I
It's
got
bad.
off of it because it fucked my body up too. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was put
it
on it at a
destroys
really
you.
young age because that's what they told me because modern medicine didn't necessarily
yeah.
look at women a lot.
It's destructive,
So
destructive.
When they did look at women, eventually they're like, "Hey, birth control's really bad for you guys. You probably shouldn't do it. That's why it's fucking up." And
Yeah.
then when I got off of it,
But people still do it because they want to live in such a way where there's no
and
consequences.
I can agree to that in a sense, but I also know that I feel like when there
He gave up. He decided his bike could be turned off. What a champ. So the laws against murder should be applied equally to all people. So if I murdered that guy, I would be put on trial and I could face life in prison or the death penalty in Oklahoma. An abolitionist says that should be equal for abortion. The Catholic Church and all Catholic organizations and pro-life leaders and tons of Protestant pro-life leaders too say, no. Abortion's bad. We don't want it happening. We want to save the babies. But we don't think that it should be treated like homicide. That's too harsh.
So you think people should get the death penalty for getting an abortion? You think the death penalty is okay?
Yeah,
Any
that's
religious?
it. Yes. Well, I think the death penalty comes from the Bible.
Dictate when people die?
No, the state should.
Okay, but you
So-
think your vote should count towards being able to dictate?
I just go with what the Bible says. And the Bible says that,
Does the Bible said kill people?
no.
Okay.
The Bible says thou shalt not murder.
Exactly.
The Bible says
Love
that
anybody
when
myself.
you murder someone, an image bearer, you're attacking the image of God, and you murder, and you forfeit your life. And if you shed the blood of an innocent human being by man, your blood will be shed.
Okay, so who are you to dictate?
So the foundation of government, this is, God told this to Noah. That's a long time ago. So that's all government. That's not just Israel.
Yeah.
All government.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about Israel. I'm talking.
Right.
I read the Bible once. I was in the
Yeah.
fifth grade, so I don't remember it by any means.
Yeah.
But I did read the Bible.
That's where capital punishment comes from.
Yeah.
The Bible. Outside of the Bible, maybe someone would come up with it, but generally speaking, people who reject the Bible reject capital punishment. People who hold to the Bible go, man, you can't murder, and it's so serious that if you murder, you lose your life. But you can't get killed by some individual. You have to be killed by people who hold you accountable for your murder, which is the justice.
They're not God, right?
They're not.
So why should they dictate if someone's innocent?
Well, God institutes it as a form of government. We don't do it very
How
well,
does God
obviously.
institute that as God in government? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So Noah gets off the boat. He just flooded the world because of all the violence. And he says, when you murder, put that person to death. Then,
Noah says that, but not God. Noah says that?
no, God says that to Noah.
No, God says that. No, okay, sorry, I didn't follow you.
And then God tells Moses
Okay.
that whenever someone puts a child to death, you have to punish them. And if you don't punish, this is Leviticus 20, I don't know, but Leviticus 20, it says, if you have people who are sacrificing their children and you do not punish them, I will turn my face against you.
Okay.
So I believe that's true. A lot of people have the Bible. I believe that's true.
He doesn't
So
say
I
what
think
your
God
punishment
is punishing us because we are not punishing people
But he
who
doesn't say
kill.
what your punishment needs to be.
Yeah, he just put them to death.
Is that, but where in Leviticus he says that your punishment needs to be to put those people to death for what they do to their children?
Yeah, Leviticus 20.
Okay, do you have that?
Yeah.
And this is why you believe what you do, right? You feel that.
Yeah,
That's what you believe in.
I wouldn't believe these things if I didn't think God told us about it.
I get that.
I mean, I'm not natural.
So far in
I don't.
believing that. I mean, I used to believe that way too, and I used to believe that I needed to speak on it and do something about it. But I'm also, I mean, I grew up, I became educated about religion, and reasoned through it.
Any Israelite, that's the people that Moses was governing,
Yeah.
or any foreigner, the people that are not
Yep.
the Israelites residing in Israel, where Moses
Everyone.
is governing, who sacrifices any of his children to Moloch. What they did is they had this fiery altar
All right, but it says sacrifice their children to Moloch. Well, how does that?
is to be put to death.
Okay, but that's talking about that one incident. That's not talking about the incident with today and everybody. You know, I feel like it's like the Bible.
Yeah. So Moloch.
So also, what I have to also
So Moloch gets brought up a lot in the
Okay.
Bible as like the demon of child sacrifice.
Yeah.
So later on, hundreds of years later on, it's brought up as like that people sacrifices their children to Moloch, and I want justice to roll down. This is justice.
Okay, but they are so someone's not specifically sacrificing
Yeah.
to it's Moloch, right? So I said Moloch.
Yeah. So I would say that whenever someone aborts a baby, they're aborting the child to Moloch.
But what if they're not religious? What if they're not religious?
Well, it doesn't matter what they are.
Look, it doesn't. But
It's like someone kills someone somewhere. They
Okay.
don't, even if they're not religious,
We
they're
read the
still
same
wrong.
verse, babe. We read the same verse, and it said
Yeah.
sacrificing children to Moloch. So if
Yeah, it's
someone
talking
is
about-
not sacrificing their child to Moloch, then why does it matter? Yeah, if you're taking something.
Okay,
you're
then that's
bringing
fine.
and taking it out of
That's fine.
context.
That's fine.
If you can find a different verse that would apply to a more objective situation.
Sure.
Today's contemporary.
Sure, there's
sense.
lots. I mean, I think every one of them I'd go to, it wouldn't matter.
I mean, if you can show me one, that would be beautiful.
Yeah. So,
And we're also talking about the Bible too. I mean, the Bible also said I can't remember
Well,
exactly the verse, but God chose to murder a bunch of people at one point. So
well, God doesn't murder, but he can wipe people out.
He did, exactly. So if he's wiping people out and killing them, that's murder. That means the same thing.
Well,
Your God.
murder is
murdering people.
murder, like a human being can't kill another human being. That's murder.
A human.
God flooding the world isn't murder. That's God enacting justice.
I'm not talking about God flooding the world. I'm talking about a different story.
So this
where
doesn't
God
ha-
ordered for a multiple
since you wanted it.
executed because he was pissed off, basically.
Since you wanted it,
Sure.
I'll take you to it. It doesn't have Moloch in it.
I mean, read it verbatim to me, please.
Anyone who strikes a person with a fatal blow is to be put to death. So that's,
Okay, so anyone who
right.
strikes a person with
That's how it starts.
a fetus is not a person. We still have not.
All right, you ready for it?
Point.
You're right. You ready for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
However, if it is not done intentionally, but God lets it happen, they are to flee to a place I will designate. Manslaughter.
Because God
right?
knows everything, and God is all knowing, right? God is omnipotent. God is all knowing, so God can control and dictate things at any moment too. You know that,
You ready?
right? But we can keep going.
So that's the context. This is a chapter about murder, and it's talking about how we're going to apply murder.
Yeah, I'm reading it too.
Then it says, if people quarrel and one person hits another with a stone or with their fist, and the victim does not die, but is confined to bed, the one who struck the blow will not be held liable, right? So it's you don't kill someone, right?
You don't kill. Wait. Go back. No, it's not. If you don't kill someone,
If the
people
person
quarrel-
doesn't die, you don't kill them.
No. Do we read the same thing? If people quarrel, what does quarrel mean? What does quarrel mean?
Fight.
Okay, so
Right.
if we fight.
All right, maybe
so
I
make
need
sure
to go
include
faster.
That part. Make sure to include that part. If two people fight.
Right.
Fight.
Right.
Fight. A fetus can't fight.
You ready for it?
Okay, next. No, I'm waiting. I've been waiting this whole time. You said,
All right.
am I ready
Well,
for
then
it
I'll
three
just go
times
for it.
now?
I was just
I said yes 3 times.
I was thinking you might be like an intellectual that
haven't
wanted to
done
have the whole context.
Yeah, no, I do, but you haven't
If-
provided it yet because
If
you keep trying
people
to wrap
are
it up on your
fighting
own.
and hit a pregnant woman,
Okay, and hit a pregnant woman and she gives birth. So if someone else hits a pregnant woman who is trying to carry a baby to full
Right.
term,
If
says
the baby
nothing
dies-
about the pregnant woman doing anything to the fetus.
if the baby dies, what happens to the person who hurt the baby?
If someone is
You
in a
are to
quarrel,
take life
let's
for life.
read it again. Let's read it again from the top.
Yeah, we can. I don't think it matters to you because we
it
could go to
doesn't,
another
because
one
you-
and another one and
we
another
can
one.
keep doing this because I'm gonna
The
keep
reason I
making
go
the same
here
fucking
is
point
because
to
the
you
Bible
because you're making
says-
an inaccurate inference. You're making
No.
No, you are. You
No,
making
see, this
an
is what I'm talking about.
inaccurate Inference.
Pearls before swine. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, keep going.
The
bro.
thing is
Clip it,
that
clip it,
it's saying
clip it.
that we're going to talk about murder and the consequences of murder, and to
Yes.
make sure that we know
Where does it
that
say
also
if
applies to a
pregnant woman-
fetus.
Where does it say if a pregnant woman aborts her own fetus?
Okay.
Find it, because you haven't found it yet. If it was there, you would have pulled it up in the first fucking place.
Okay. Let's keep. I
Pull it
don't
up,
think it
pull
matters.
up, bro, pull it. What's
I
your
don't
name?
think it matters.
No, what's your name?
Russell.
Honey? What's your name, honey?
Russell, not honey.
Okay, I'm Kenna. No, I'm
Definitely not your honey.
I do that shit. I'm a bartender. I'm gonna do whatever.
Okay. I understand. I understand.
Okay, cool.
I understand.
I'm holding up a sign of God knows what. I mean, it could be a fetus. It could be something we pulled off of Wikipedia, and then slapped on the fucking poster
So-
with some big damn print.
See, I don't think you care about anything.
Okay, you're saying you're throwing an ad hominem about my character.
No, I don't
At
think
what
you-
point?
like, I don't
You're
think-
throwing-
I don't think
know
you
what ad
care.
hominem means.
Yes, I know what an helmet
Okay,
is.
so address
Philosophy
what
major.
I'm saying before you keep speaking about
So-
my character.
so-
Address what I'm saying. I will keep repeating
I'll tell you why I
myself.
said what I said.
Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I will. You stop saying. You say I don't care. When have I said I don't care? I do care. I give a lot of a fuck.
Okay,
That's why I'm sitting here.
I'm
talking
making
to
an
you
assessment,
Right now. You
right.
still interrupting me. You just interrupted me again. You just interrupted me again. We're still talking about the last.
Here's what I did.
So at this point, Russell could kind of tell that she didn't really have any interest in continuing to try and have any form of reasonable conversation. She just kind of wanted to berate him at this point. So he just moved on. He began talking to the girl who had come up and was, had been patiently waiting to ask him a question. And at that point, our blonde friend here just kind of lost interest and walked away. It's a bit anticlimactic, but that's kind of how these things go. But while I've got your attention, don't forget to go check out store.abolitionistrising.com and pick up one of these nice new t-shirts that we've got on the store. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
I could actually just sit here and let this go. Should I get the mic on this?
You're saying.
We're talking about right now.
Saying that you're saying.
No, we're talking about right now. We're talking about the baby.
Whatever you